Everybody, just we are commencing in a short. Just please wait. Waiting for the participants to join from various colleges. Please hold on. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕನ್ಸೆಷನ್ಸ್ Good afternoon to all of you. My name is Professor G. Sesibhushan Rao. I am deeply honored to lead this institution towards a future filled with promise and potential. Andhra University welcomes all the nodal officers of the constituent and affiliated colleges of Andhra University to this virtual conference on unit nodal training for drug-free Andhra Pradesh and drug-free Andhra University, which is organized by our esteemed university and Sambandh Health Foundation as per APSI directive. We have now two eminent professors, Professor Annapurna and Professor Paul Douglas, who will present on this topic now, followed by Sri Sanjay Seth from Sambandh Health Foundation. He will give the training program details and brief PPT. Thank you all. Now, Professor Annapurna will take over. She will present the topic.
Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, Professor G. Sashibhushan Rao Garu, and all other dignitaries over here, and special invitees online, nodal officers from various colleges, constituent colleges, and affiliated colleges of Andhra University. A very good afternoon to all of you and a warm welcome. I feel it's my privilege to be a part of this program, unit nodal training to make the campuses drug-free campuses. As you all aware that the problem of usage of narcotic drugs or illicit substances is a big challenge to our state, of course, to the national security as well. So, by involving youth in this campaigning, the initiative not only gains momentum but also ensures that the message of making a drug free society reaches every corner. To take a stand against drug abuse and create a safe and secure environment, a few guidelines were given by our government, APSHI and UGC to the educational institutions. The involvement of youth is crucial because they can influence their peers, families, and in turn the society to take a stand against the drug abuse. Usage of drug has become the most common thing these days, and many youth are destroying their lives by getting addicted to the drugs. It is very important to sensitize our youth on this subject. They are ruining their lives and putting their future in darkness. The use of these illicit substances in making their lives vulnerable and prone to the destruction. So it is the need of the hour to raise awareness about drug abuse among our youth and prevent them from these activities of being drug addict or being one among the network. Actually, most of you aware that June 26th is declared as an International Day Against Drug Abuse. It serves as a very good platform for raising awareness and addressing this critical issue. People who deal in the selling of these drugs, they create a network and mainly they target the students in order to make them addicted. They start buying and consuming it. In fact, the students are eventually becoming a part of this network. We know that the students start consuming these drugs for various reasons like stress, lack of mental stability, financial crisis, or poverty that may compel them to be a part of this network. Sadly, the students they fail to realize that the consumption of these drugs has a severe impact on their physical and mental health. We therefore will move forward under the leadership of our Vice Chancellor, Professor Sesibhushan Rao Garu, following the instructions given by APSHI and UGC to make our students stay away from the consumption of drugs or being a part of this network. It is a high time to enlighten our students in this issue. So let us all join our hands to conduct various programs on drug abuse at your respective campuses effectively by implementation of various plans like information dissemination, prevention education, community based awareness programs, helping the students in developing self confidence, inculcating strong values of life, helping them to deal with peer pressure and acceptance, encouraging healthy and creative activities, giving awareness on what to do if someone you love has a drug problem, and legal acts on the drug abuse, awareness on effects of drug addiction, and education to the people about the medical treatments available and importance of early intervention and support for drug addiction to make our society a drug-free society and preserving the sanctity of educational institutions and ensuring a bright future for our students. We can also take an initiative students, teachers, parents, and even social activists. The club mainly aims to control and counsel the students with innovative approaches to avoid the consumption of the drugs and tobacco products, and also to reduce the consequences for the individuals, families, and communities, and motivate the students to become volunteers of these anti drug activities. So let us all move together to explore these activities designed to educate, engage, and empower our students to stand strong against the drug abuse. Hope we'll do the best to make our campuses drug free campuses. Thank you. Thank you for giving this wonderful opportunity. And I thank all the organizers for giving me this opportunity. I thank all the nodal officers for spending your valuable time and patient listening. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you so much, madam, for starting this program. Before we take this to our resource person, Sanjay Singh, I'd like to throw some light on what we are actually observing in the campuses and how we can deal with that. I just want to bring to your notice, especially first of all, I'd like to thank our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Sir, Professor G. Sashibhushan Rao Garu, our highly respected Registrar Garu, Professor N. Dhananjay Rao Garu, for giving me this opportunity to take this session this afternoon. Especially, I thank Dean CDC, Professor T.V. Krishna sir, who immediately responded to our request and invited all of you to join this. I invite all the nodal officers from all the affiliated colleges for this meeting. We all know creating a drug-free campus is very essential, especially at this point of time in the society where educational environment has been affected by uh, the interventions of drugs in the campus, and we could see so many examples, so many cases where students have been caught, and we found them that they are already into this drug abuse. So this is a high time for all of us where the programs conducted by the colleges, programs conducted by the faculty members and the management, so that we reduce the use of drugs in the schools, in the colleges, and which ultimately is affecting the community to a greater extent. So it is a high time that we are looking into these factors, how colleges can do, how faculty and the teachers can really identify these issues in a very close context. And we have seen that drug abuse in academic institutions across India is growing, right from very reputed institutes to normal colleges, even in the rural areas. They could able to see the drug abuse, especially in the among the young people and the students, which is even they have a mix of social, academic, and psychological factors. And we don't have the current figures regarding this component, but in a 2018 survey, it has found that nearly 1% of children and adolescents are nowadays are used to take inhalants, cannabis, and opioids, where these groups have coming to institutions, and then they found that these people are using them. And we thank the central government, the government of India, under the chairmanship of our honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, for starting this program called as Nasha Mukt Bharat Abhiyan. They started in all 272 districts across the country uh, to start this program called as Nasha Mukt Bharat, and they have chosen 3.2 lakh educational institutions to start these programs, and we are thankful to our government of Andhra Pradesh, which has taken up this program on a massive scale to start this program in all the educational institutions in Andhra Pradesh, where
We are trying to see that every campus, every university campus, college campus, affiliated college, school, all will become drug free. And one of the factors that we are looking for these students. So I just want to throw some light. How do we identify these people? What are the factors that are coming? We find a couple of factors, especially because teachers are there in this uh, meeting. So these are the actual identifiers in terms of their behavioral changes, in terms of their decline in academic performance, their absenteeism from classes, they are isolated, and there is a change in their friends groups also. So there is a change in the peer group in this context, and we find them there is a lot of change in their emotional and psychological behaviors. There is a mood swing, there is an anxiety and depression, there is a reduction in motivation and apathy. A couple of situations also we have faced, we have seen these individuals, how they are reacting with other students in the campus, with the juniors. So this is what we identify from their behavior, emotional and psychological indicators. There is a there are some physical symptoms also where we can identify these drug addicts in terms of their poor personal hygiene and appearance. They have health complications. They have signs of withdrawal and intoxication. With their in their physical behavior also we can identify them. For with some of the students we find very risky and aggressive behavior. They involve in risky activities. Sometimes they use they are showing that in very rash driving or unsafe driving and other factors. We have something called as legal or disciplinary issues which they are facing because they are unconscious of what they are doing, even they are facing legal issues in this context. So the faculty need to be sensitized in identifying them. We need to conduct effective programs for the faculty in their entire college. Every faculty need to be sensitized so that if they find anybody in the class with these indicators, they can immediately help the management so that we can take them for better counselors there. So I request all the uh, nodal officers who are participating in this program, please organize awareness and training program workshops on awareness of abuse and identifying the students who are doing it. So we need to do programs on awareness sessions, skill building activities we have to do. Then we have to make sure that they have a mental health integration in terms of their identifying their anxiety, if they are depressed or other psychological issues. We have to organize programs in terms of campus policy, how the campus is permitting them, what is the stand of the institution for these people. So we need to organize maybe uh, lectures, maybe other programs in the colleges to tell the policy review sessions and best practices to be organized in the colleges. We have to tell them a couple of case studies. I think already these case studies are available, and otherwise we have to organize a role play so that what happens if a student undergoes this kind of abuse and what are the other component sessions. Maybe teacher faculty need to do these programs so that all the students can understand. Even we identified that some of the students are conducting mock programs or uh, they are conducting some dance and music shows highlighting the component of drug abuse in the campuses and their effects on the life of the student. Then we have to establish a support system and resource awareness. That's why today we have this organization called as Sambandh Health Education, which has come forward so that they want to now come and educate the faculty members and the students in the campuses through their activities, and we need to monitor and encourage continuous learning unless teacher identifies the student in the classroom where he is one on one with maybe 1 is to 30 or 40 in the class. Maybe that feedback is one of the most important factors. Parents may not be knowing, but sure teacher can certainly identify these contexts in a better context. And since government of Andhra Pradesh has started this initiative called as Drug Free Andhra Pradesh, it is now working very closely with narcotic control and the state task force. Especially, we are in this region where cannabis are available, are being grown in and around these two districts, East Godavari and Vishakhapatnam. So there is a great responsibility from the educational institutions of Andhra University, which covers a large area of these two districts, and we are part of the program where government has strategically asked Andhra University to start a drug-free campus program in all its campuses, and Andhra University is committed to it. The management, the vice chancellor, registrar, rector, and all the principals of constituent colleges, they are very much into this act through various programs that are organized by it. And then the programs conducted by the Andhra University now, in accordance with the APSHI and government of Andhra Pradesh. So we are going forward in creating a structured, empathetic and informed approach where for faculty members and administrators working in the colleges can support the students effectively and ultimately promoting a safer and healthier campus. Let us all build a drug-free Andhra University and its constituent colleges, and let us all be a part of making drug-free Andhra Pradesh. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Well, it's my time now to invite Sri Sanjay Seth, who has accepted to be the resource person for this morning. We understood that they have come forward in reaching out the all the constituent colleges of Andhra University in bringing out a change so that we can make Andhra Pradesh a drug-free state. Thank you so much, sir. Now I hand out this time. Sir, will you please unmute your your mic?
Thank you so much. We want to thank Professor Sasi Bhushan Rao, the Honorable Vice Chancellor. He has moved on this with great speed. And I want to thank Professor Annapurna for a very good talk. And thank you, sir, for a very enlightening talk which you have just given about what needs to be done. The government is very, very keen on, running a very concrete program among all the, colleges. Can you hear me and see the presentation properly? If you would kindly confirm.
Yes, sir. Everything is perfect. Your voice is very clear, and if you can make your slide a full show, that is also will be very good.
You want, yes.
Full screen. Yeah. No, sir. Still presentation. You want?
Yes. Is the presentation clear now?
No, sir. Still, yeah, it's perfect.
Thank you. So I welcome all the colleges on this. There are some on this meet. There are others on YouTube. So we have about 130 people here, and we have about 34 more participants on YouTube. I welcome all of you and thank you so much. What I will be talking in the next 10 to 15 minutes is basically what is this program which the government has asked us to put into place. Sambandh Health Foundation is an implementation partner, and the government of Andhra Pradesh, the Minister of Education, Mr. Lokesh Nara, are particularly very concerned about the drugs issue in Andhra Pradesh. As you pointed out, sir, this is there in all India, but we are right now very concerned about what is happening in Andhra Pradesh. So, so you must have, all of you must have seen in the news that there is a lot of media about Andhra Pradesh becoming, you know, drug capital of India, increase in drug related suicides. And as Professor Annapurna and you pointed out, this leads to all kinds of issues among the youth who are our students. While we have to holistically provide them an education, that education can only be provided if the youth are not addicted to substances like this. I mean, if somebody is an addict, what kind of education is that person undergoing? So, this program has been launched. It's a very concrete, specific program, and all of you have to support this to make it a success. So that is my, earnest request. The APSHI has already passed an order, and the program basically is, that number one, a unit nodal. That means in every college, there has to be one teacher, one professor who is responsible for this program, whom we will call unit nodal. In engineering colleges, each department, up to 5 departments, should have a unit nodal. That means one professor in each engineering college department, subject to a maximum of 5. So if there are, let us say, 8 departments, those 8 departments will be combined into 5 units. And these unit nodals have to basically do 4 activities, which we will discuss. So, firstly, let us understand what is the role of the principal. So, of course, the principal has to first and foremost appoint the unit nodal for his college or for the department. He has to get the unit nodal trained on the program and how to give a sensitization class. He has to support the unit nodal in the college activities and monitor and review this program for his college. Finally, the principal is responsible for this program becoming a success in his college. Now, in any anti-drug program, there are 3 parts to it. One is the supply side. That means physical availability of drugs, whether drugs are on the campus or not. Now, that is one separate activity. What we are talking today is the prevention side. That means how do we work with students to make sure that they don't start drugs. And of course, the third part of the program, which, as college professors, you have to, as principals, you have to face is that yes, there will be some students, who are users, they are addicts. So once you detect yes, we have some students, they have a problem, how do we help them? So that is the third part. But today, what we are talking about is the prevention part. That means what activities and how do we work with the students so that they don't start. As far as the supply side and what to do if there are users, those separate guidelines will be provided and will be integrated with this preventive program. Now, first, of course, foremost is to appoint a node. So we are sending all of you already have sent through WhatsApp, and we'll also give it to the university. They will also send you the the app. So first thing is please appoint the nodal and give the details of that unit nodal on this nodal appointment form, which will, and the link for this you can see on the screen, but we will be sending you this link through WhatsApp to all the principals, and we will also be requesting Andhra University to send forward this link to you. So please appoint unit nodals immediately. Now, whom should you appoint as a unit nodal? It should be a dynamic young professor who is very concerned about his students, right, and is concerned that his students stay drug free. And then and he has, himself or herself is a very, charismatic and is able to guide the students correctly. Of course. Now, what is the role of the unit nodal once that unit nodal has been appointed? Okay, you basically you have to conduct this program in your college. Okay, to start with, please appoint two anti-drug champions. That means students. Appoint two students who will help you in this program. So one male student and one female student. All right. Second, please get certified on conducting a sensitization class. Now, this sensitization class is very important, and as we will be explaining, every student has to go through this sensitization class. The unit nodal has to teach this sensitization class to all the students. So, this is a very important part of the program, that the unit nodal will give a sensitization class which all students have to pass. And then, of course, there are some quarterly activities every quarter, every 3 months. Every college, there should be a activity which the unit nodal will organize. Now, as we get into what these activities are, we must understand one underlying philosophy of this program. What has been found by global research and global best practices is that just lecturing students on these issues does not help. It is very important that students participate. Only then will they, stop or not indulge in these, drugs and other narcotic activities. So this sensitization class is very important. And this sensitization class has to be conducted by the unit nodal. Now, what we recommend is that maximum 40 students, 40 to 50 students in one class. And the sensitization class covers the harms of, using drugs and also the penalties. Now, all of you may be aware that drugs is illegal. The usage is illegal. Having it on you is illegal. Distributing it is illegal. And there are very heavy penalties. You could be in jail for up to 20 years in case you're distributing drugs. Many students may not know this, and it's important to inform them. Okay, listen, this is a very serious matter. You could go to jail. If you are found with drugs on you, you will go to jail. All right. It is also, therefore, it is mandatory that every student in every college in Andhra University attends this class and passes a small test at the end of the class and gets an e-certificate. Now, getting this organized is the job of the unit. So, therefore, if those who don't pass the test, you will have to repeat the class for them. Since your college will have more than 40 students, right, so you will have to have multiple classes till every student passes. Right? And this will be tracked. We will track that every student is going this sensitization class. Activity number two is to organize, conduct anti-drug activity in every quarter in which at least 75% of the student population in your college participate. And for this, already a schedule has been laid out. APSHI has sent it in the order in quarter one, that is November this month to February 25. You have to conduct a poster competition or an essay competition for all your students. All right. It is good to have a poster competition because then they become a resource in the college. Those posters can be, as we'll see later, can be put up in the college. And the students also feel, ki, look, our poster has come up. And more important is that when the students make a poster, they become involved, they engage in this program, and they are therefore less likely to use drugs after that. During the second quarter, please organize an anti-drugs rally. During the third quarter, that is June 25 to August 25, a signature rally. That means students will take their copybook or take any notebook and get as many signatures as possible of people. Now, the thing in the signature campaign is that if somebody comes, let's say to you, and says, please sign my book, nobody makes a signature without asking what is it. So when the person asks, what is this? What am I signing? The student has to explain to that person why drugs are bad. So that way, the student gets ownership of this issue. And the person he's getting the signature from will also get made aware. And then, of course, there is the quarter four. So there's a campaign for quarter four also. So basically,
Pledge camp. Pledge camp.
yeah, pledge campaign, sorry. So there will be a pledge campaign in quarter four. So which means that you administer a pledge to all the students that we will not touch drugs. So these four activities once every quarter have to be organized by the unit nodal. And these we have a lot of research and studies have shown, it has been our own experience, that when students participate in these activities, it's a very effective way for them to stay away from drugs. Okay. Activity three, and this has to be done at the beginning of the campaign, is to paste these anti-drug posters on the walls of the college and in the hostels. So at strategic locations, we have to put some of these posters up. We will also provide resource material. That means on the app, there will be, designs of posters which can be printed. But a more effective is if the posters which the students made, those are put up on the walls. Activity number four, a permanent signboard that this institution is drugs and tobacco free zone has to be put up near the entrance of the college. Now this again has to be done as soon as the campaign starts. The design is being provided to all the unit nodals. And one thing you must note that in this signage, you have to write the name of the unit nodal or the head of the institution and the contact number. So if any other student or any other staff member sees a violation, they know who to report. Right? They can call up and report. And the size of this is also specified. It is 60 centimeters by 40 centimeters. So it's a very easy, well defined. You have to get this made, and you can put a flex, you can paint it on the wall, or you can get a flex made. It has to be a permanent sign. It should not be a piece of paper which falls off, first time there is some rain. So all these activities which are done have to be uploaded. That means all these activities which any unit nodal is doing, will be uploaded on an app which we will be providing, and these submission will be verified by someone's team. We will check that the activity has been, the poster is correct, the signage is correct. And if there is a mistake, we will be informing the unit nodal, if this activity is wrong, why is it wrong, and then they have to redo it and upload it again. You are allowed to redo it once only. Okay. So this is essentially the program. There will be an app for uploading, and all this we will be providing. Now, two things which I want to point out. Number one, every unit nodal will be undergoing two trainings. So the first training will be on how to conduct the sensitization class. As the professor pointed out, we should do case studies, and there should be, discussion in the class. And this program has been designed by AFSHI and Sambandh Health Foundation based on international best practices. It has been tested. So it is very important that the professors, now all your professors are very good at teaching, but how to conduct this sensitization class, which needs to be participated. So this class requires that the university, we will be coordinating with the university to organize these classes for all the nominated unit nodals. The second training, which every unit nodal has to undergo, of course, is what are these activities and what, how to conduct them, how to upload them on the app. All of that we will be doing. So, but the first thing is that every college must nominate a unit nodal, and that is when this program starts after that. So I will stop here, and all the principals over here, I humbly request you that you please have a look at the, this the nodal, this is the link. You can please note down this link, and please appoint a unit nodal if possible today itself. Please take this link. We are sending you the link again. We'll WhatsApp it to you. We'll ask the university will WhatsApp it to you. Please appoint a unit nodal today itself, because then only the program can start. We can train the unit nodal gets trained and then understands what she or he has to do, and then they will conduct the activities in the colleges. So with that, thank you very much for listening in, and uh, we are open for any questions you may have about this program or what has to be done.
Thank you so much, sir, for your excellent inputs on how to go about for this program. Um, the link will be sharing with all the principals of all the affiliated colleges and also constituent colleges and the departments, every department of Andhra University. And will be
So we have put the link, sir, to appoint the nodal in the chat box.
yes,
All right. We request that you can please, Aarti Gupta has put it. I am putting it again
yeah.
under my name in the chat box, and my humble request to all the principals on this is, please click on this link and appoint your unit nodal today.
Yes. No, sir, now all the principals have taken this, they might have downloaded, they might have copied this link which you have sent now. I request all the principals of affiliated colleges of Andhra University and all the HOD, total of each of the departments, to make sure that you fill the form of the details so that Samman Foundation will be getting in touch with you to go ahead with your registration, then training of the faculty, and also and hope they'll be giving you a lot of inputs on how to sensitize the students, what are the various programs we are going to undertake. And on behalf of Andhra University, it's my great privilege to be a part of this program, and especially I thank our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Sir, Professor G. Seshbhushan Rao Garu, for giving us this opportunity to coordinate this program, and especially thank Sanjay Seth, Sir, for taking up this program and interacting with all the nodal officers who have joined this program. I know this YouTube link is available, and even though if they have missed due to any uh, lack of network in their maybe rural area or any of the area, sure they will be coming across, and we will be once again contacting them through the Dean CDC office so that they also will be asking them to immediately send the particulars to the nodal officers. And I thank you so much for taking up this time and throwing a wonderful light on how to do a drug-free Andhra Pradesh and Nacha Bharat. Thank you so much.
One request, sir, this presentation, today's presentation, and this link, I am sending it to Honorable Vice Chancellor, and
Yes.
you already have the link. I humbly request you to please send this in your WhatsApp groups to all the college principals, both these things, and please urge them to appoint their nodal officers this week itself.
Yes. Thank you so much, sir. I also thank the Dean of Students Affairs, Andhra University, Professor Rambabu sir is also with us in organizing the entire program. I also thank Professor Rambabu sir for making this program a wonderful success. Thank you so much, sir. I thank the registrars, Andhra University, sir, for making all the arrangements for this. Thank you, Anupama madam, for this
Thank you.
program. We are ending this program. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.